Okay. Okie dokie. You're here. Come on in. Come in. Okay. Liz, I left the troll community, Liz. You don't have to worry about me no more. Hello, brother.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, lovely. Look, great. Sometimes I have to mess around with microphones.
Hello, brother.
Oh, can you hear me?
Praise to you, brother.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so I just had to mute. Sorry, I had to mute. I was watching the stream at the same time, so I had to mute.
Okie dokie. I'm bringing you another Christian brother from Kansas.
All right, so yeah, I'll put my camera on just so you know it's actually me.
Yeah.
And you're not being trolled. I see you having problems with trolls at the moment.
Yeah, things happened.
Yeah.
And,
been there, done that, mate. Got the t-shirt, got the medals and everything with that one.
Basically, I'm dealing with a guy that's really hesitant for me. He's basically a demonic individual.
Yeah, ignore him.
I get it.
Yeah, Mark Void and ignore. I've had that, and I went the route of spending time arguing to and fro. And in the end, I got to the point, which I should have got to at the beginning. It's just literally block.
Well, here's the deal: is that this guy is a world-class troll, and that's you can't just block him.
Oh, you can.
Not this guy. Not if he has several sock puppets.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't talk public about this, but trust me, we can deal with those.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to talk about that privately, though.
Privately, yes. And this is Liz. She's basically very sad lost case, you could say. Very sad.
All right, Liz. So who's Liz then? Who's Liz then? Is she?
Let's just put it this way: she is she needs to find Jesus really bad, you know. She is.
Everyone needs Christ. I tell you, everyone.
Amen.
We really do, especially the way the world is going now. I tell you, if you're ever going to need Christ, it's now, because things are coming to a close, and things are going to get very messy. Very messy.
Now I brought in another friend of mine. I hope he comes. He's an archer friend.
All right, that's good.
Had a little falling out, but I think we've started to basically patch things up. And
right. Talking about slingshots, I actually got myself a decent slingshot.
You did?
Well, yeah, American. See, I couldn't. Your options are as loads and loads of mass-produced Chinese stuff, and British stuff we don't really make anymore. So I've got a decent American slingshot. It's hang on, let me get. It's in the bag here.
Wow.
If I can get it out. Man, I've got so many prep and stuff here. I got I don't know if you get to see it.
I already did, daughter. Sorry. That is awesome. That is awesome. You know, I'll tell you what. You like maces? You like maces, right? That is awesome.
That's American. That's proper quality. Quality, like you're talking.
Iron Horse. I was going to say some Iron Horse are Bo. I've sent you a link. I sent you a link via email, brother. I still have your email address. He's a Christian.
That's all right. Archer. Yeah, that slingshot I got, and man, that's some quality stuff there.
You want to see something really cool? Yeah, I've been showing this around, but you can make this at a hardware store parts, and it's a mace. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it. Let me give me a second.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bo. This is almost as heavy as a sledgehammer.
Oh,
but still carry it. Still, yeah.
It's probably heavier than my battle axe, do you reckon?
Probably is. It's a smashing type of.
Are we allowed to show the battle axe? Because we're not allowed to show GUNS.
Yeah, we're not allowed to show those.
But we can show like battle axe.
That's awesome. I still have my battle axe too. I have my bearded axe, my Viking style axe. That's a French axe, but
it's not sharp. But if it was sharp, that would be sharp. But even just these edges,
yeah,
man, there's some taking down on that.
I tell you what, man, you can go. This is called a trailer hitch. This part is called a trailer hitch. Okay, what a trailer hitch is, right? You ever seen a truck? Do you call them trucks in England? Or utes? Whatever.
Yeah. Trucks, yeah. Over it.
Well, yeah, Irishman, that is a Barnett Diavolo. I think it is.
Yeah. The old Irish like the thingies, though, don't they? What are they called?
Okay, we got our master here. Adding a fellow Christian, fellow believer.
Hey, man. Come here.
Hello.
Let's go see a bud while you're there.
Yeah.
What did they give me? Dope.
Okay, we got our master. Okay, we'll put it. What's going on, man? I can't see you, bro. Are you there? Good News Gospel?
Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, I'll just turn my camera off to see in case martial artist had a problem with his feed.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm here for the guys here.
Turn on the lights, man. I can't see you.
It's frozen up. It looks like it's frozen up there.
It's frozen. Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah. We've got a little bit of movement.
You guys go right ahead. I'm here.
Oh, he's still there.
Okie dokie. Why don't you show some of your bows, bro? You're a master.
The delivery guy is here. I'm hanging upside down.
He got his camera upside down.
You got your camera upside down, brother.
I'm here. You guys go right ahead. I'll be right back. Come on, I'll show you this.
Okie dokie.
Let him sort it out, man. Hopefully, he get his camera the right way around.
Oh, I can do that.
Well, he is a very interesting man. He lives in Kansas.
All right.
But yeah, you can make one of these, brother. You can make one of these.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people like to call this a curtain rad. Some of the trolls here do. They call But no, this is for legit. This is an iron pipe, and I put like a piece of wooden dowel stuck in the middle of the pipe.
All right.
Yeah. To give it extra strength, you know?
Yeah.
This is a mace, Pete. A mace. Mm.
What I want to make is a shield.
You can make one of those. It's not hard.
Yeah, I want to make
hardware store.
Yeah.
Mhm.
what? Because Matty's leaving his job soon. He's not got time to do it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I ask for these things. I ask them to make me blades and shields.
This one you can make yourself, bro. This one you can make yourself. You know? Why am I getting a reverberation here?
It's not from me. It's not mine. I think it's Master Martial Artist talking. I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
we'll have to mute him a little bit.
Might be. Until he gets his, yeah. But I want a decent, well, yeah, I've got, like I said, nice battle axe. Got a sword that needs better repair, but that's good to go. But I'd like a shield. I'd like to make a decent shield. I would. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Goes 5 foot high, stainless steel, leather trim round it, or something like that. But that's what I like. That costs a lot of money.
Amen. Praise Jesus, but you always take your time and save up your resources, you know? But, you know, you can make a shield. I've seen... Amen, Iron Man Spartan. He's a fellow Christian believer from England, Iron Man Spartan is.
Oh, is he? All right. So we've got a fellow Brit on there.
Oh, yes. I have a lot of Brits on this channel, on my stream. Recently, I've been getting a lot of trolls, sadly.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, trust me. As soon as Christ is mentioned or something to do with the gospel, the trolls, they come in by the hordes. Trust me. Yeah, I've had it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, because I'm pro-patriarchy, I get a lot of flack because I stand up against the Jezebel feminism, you know,
And stuff like that.
because I think equality is crap. I believe what God says about gender relations. You know?
Well, yeah, what, it's not even a matter of thing. It's just we're equal, but we are different. And the problem is society is trying to homogenize us to being the same when we're not. No,
we're not. Men and women are the same.
And we're equal in God's eyes, but we are different. You can't take away the differences because we are. Men are supposed to be masculine. Women are supposed to be feminine.
Yeah, and according to the Bible, a man is supposed to rule his home like a king.
Yeah,
You know,
and the wife, if you've got a good wife, is a princess. Your queen. So,
exactly.
you know, but unfortunately, society's made a real mess of the nuclear family and kind of anything.
The feminist movement was a part of that. Thank you, Iron Man. The trolls we'll never back down from the trolls because we got God gives us our courage to stand up for the demons on the internet.
Yeah, and trust me, I know how to deal with trolls. Like I said, we'll have to talk about that privately sometime. But there's a few tricks I know. All right.
Okay. I've been dealing with them lately because I've been hanging out with a new friend of mine. He's a cool guy, but he gets a lot of troll heat, and of course I basically stood up against, let's say, when I criticized single motherhood. And there was this one of your countrywomen who happens to be a single mother just came up to, oh, here we go. Bo is here. Sorry, Bo, and unmute him.
He's back. He needs to turn his camera the right way around, though, because he's all upside down.
Unmute the mic. How come I can't unmute it? Why is it not letting me unmute him? He's the hell?
Oh, hang on. He's unmuted himself.
Thank you.
There we go. And he's frozen.
Frozen and upside down.
Yeah.
Did you
Can you hear me?
see that?
How you doing, man? There's something wrong with your connection, brother.
Still there?
Yeah, it's still there, man. There's something wrong with your connection. Are you on a laptop? Yeah, and there's something wrong with your volume. I don't know what that is. It's basically causing reverberation.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can make one of these, brother. You can make one of these.
I think that's because he's watching the video and not having
Turn off the video. Turn off the video.
Can you
or
hear
just
me?
mute it. Yeah.
Mute it.
Yeah, mute the tab that's watching the video because that can cause a lot of lag and stuff.
There you go. Turn off the video and just stay here.
Legit. This is an iron pipe, and I put like a piece of wooden dowel stuck in the middle of the pipe.
No, that's my video.
This is a mace, Pete. A mace.
Oh, that's a previous video.
Was it?
Oh, Bo. Bo, you gotta turn off the video feed. You gotta turn off the video feed, Bo.
This one you can make yourself, bro.
Turn off the video feed, Bo. Turn off the video feed.
All right, he's right. Yeah, but he needs to turn off the video feed. That's right.
He left.
All right, he's got ruptured out. He got ruptured out, did he?
Yeah, he's a. I'd probably not getting upset with me. It's like, you know what I mean?
So I'm just trying to...
That's my good buddy from Michigan. How you doing? It's good. You know, we're both believers in the Christ here. You know, I'm not perfect. I'll be the first to tell you.
Well, I'm certainly not perfect. Hey, that's definitely sure. Of course, perfect. Christ needn't have died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I've been dealing with a lot of trolls.
Yeah. There's plenty of them. I deal with them still, even now.
So true, Irishman.
Even now.
Yeah.
I think I've actually been dealing with trolls for about
10
years.
Yeah, but you know, I haven't dealt with trolls before, and this is new because number one, I never went anywhere near the troll community. I mean, I was always into the hobbyist community.
Yeah.
Most of the hobbyists are pretty civil people. You know?
It don't take a lot to pick up a troll, trust me.
It doesn't.
Trust me, you just got to say the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time, and that's it. And that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah, I've done that.
Well, I'll tell you this. You can make one of these, man. This is not hard to make. Just plumbing parts. I spray painted the iron pipe for rust reasons.
Yeah.
So those you need is a couple of fittings, a trailer hitch. I've got the cap, and you need some like tape. You got it.
Yeah. What you need to do is you need to make some videos.
Oh, I'm planning on it.
Step-by-step how-tos.
Oh, I got this on the internet. I got this on from other YouTube videos.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you know, if you make your own ones, You can do a step-by-step how-to and show people how.
Well, a lot of people don't understand what Jezebel was, what kind of woman Jezebel was a woman who used a weak man, King Ahab, to do horrible things in one of the Israeli kingdoms thousands of years ago.
Very naughty lady. She's very naughty. She didn't end up. She didn't end up too well when she fell out and her head exploded and the dogs licked up her brain matter. That was her result.
How you doing, brother? Oh no. Oh, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you using your cell phone or your laptop?
My laptop, my camera's upside down.
Yeah, it's upside down.
Yeah, I know.
Show me your bows.
I could probably do that. Let me I'm on my laptop. All right, let's see if this will work. I don't understand why I got powered by StreamYard.
You
got a dog.
My dog's not barking. Everything will be upside down. I could probably turn my laptop upside down.
Well, yeah, he's got a whole rack. He's well. There we go.
Am I upside down still?
No, you're right now. Lots of bows in the background.
Yes, he's a world-class archer. Now, it's no secret that me and Bo had a little falling out because of a difference of opinion, but I've always respected Bo.
Am I still upside down?
No.
No, you're right.
Okay. Well, so I got bows there. I got bows over here. And
Long bowman. I gotta make peace with people, long bowman. I know a lot of things, but Christians can forgive each other, right?
so my camera on my laptop here is upside down. I bought this off of some jerkwad that it was a stolen computer, I guess, because I found some crap in it, and when I went to turn on my camera, everything's upside down. I mean, I'm holding it right side up. The keyboard's on the bottom and stuff.
There is a setting somewhere in Windows where you can reverse the camera.
Negative.
Is it not?
It's the camera that they built in the camera itself into the computer upside down.
Yeah. So actually put a camera up and down in the laptop.
I've tried everything.
To me,
So what I usually do is I show up like this.
pretend you're hanging upside down.
Hey, Bo, why don't you talk about your relationship with God and Jesus and how you came to Jesus and God? Because we're all Christians here.
I'm a theology major from Billy Graham Bible College from 2000 to 2002. My father was a Lutheran minister. I grew up in the church. What else do you want to know?
Okay. What was your coming to Jesus moment? I mean, because you had a pretty rough.
I was born that way.
I know, but when did you start to come to the Word? I mean,
like I said, I was born that way. I was adopted. I was adopted at the age of birth from Viking parents that came from Denmark, and they threw me in a snowbank. My father threw me in a snowbank at the age of 6 months or something like that. And mother didn't like that, so she took me from him and she was like too young to have a kid. And so she abandoned me. She gave me to a preacher in Spokane, Washington, that gave me to another preacher in Ronan, Montana.
Yeah.
I grew up on the couch of a minister and his wife, the organist, Pastor Elmer Krause. My last name is Nielsen Bjorg, and now it's Krause.
So you were originally from America. You were not. You were interesting.
I'm from Montana, born and raised.
No, I mean you were born. You were born to basically foreign parents.
I was born with 3 sevens in my birth date.
Oh. Wow.
Certainly better than 3 6s.
Yes.
3 7 trump 3 6s.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't
Amen.
I can testify to miracles. I can testify to prison. I've been in 7 federal penitentiaries in the United States. I spent 2 years in a county jail in 1998, and 2000 I got out, and for violence. And my problem was that when I quit drinking, all my problems stopped. We were forced to go to church. I grew up in the church. My father was like I said, a Lutheran minister. Being forced to go to church with no counseling. Let's just say that the father, the preacher, dad, was always gone saving souls, and my mother was a very mean woman, would beat me with a stick and abuse me physically and mentally, tell me that wish we never had you, you'll never amount to be anything. Well, then they told me I was adopted, and then I started acting out things, I guess. My behavior was pretty bad. So throughout my life, drinking and drugs, and I started in school and was beat up a lot because I had an adopted brother. They would pick on him, and I would go try to help him, but then they would beat down. Well, I started in judo, karate, taekwondo, and then in my 50s, I was in a motorcycle gang out of the Pacific Northwest called the Ghost Riders. And I was issued weapons, and I was taught Mishindu. Mishindu is the art of killing within 3 seconds of a fight. I ran with the devil for many years and got caught ripping and running and was thrown down by the Lord. The Lord woke me up, and I woke up in prison. I told you, I've been in 7 federal penitentiaries in the United States. After I got out of jail in 2000, I entered the Billy Graham Bible College and was baptized in the Colorado River, my second baptism. But the thing is, when I quit drinking, all my problems stopped. But I drank for 45 years. I'm 64 years old. I haven't touched alcohol since 1998. But my aggressiveness comes from my past. I don't play with fools. Don't approach me in anger. How's my audio?
I hear you, man.
We hear you.
Anger in you, but it's okay.
And the problem with the hanging thing is your hair don't hang down.
I know, right?
You got to try and get. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do that one.
So anyway, I tell you what, I took Noodles down. He lost his channel. He put up a new one.
Well,
Botter,
Noodles, I would
took
just
Botter
say
down also.
Noodles is not the problem, man. Noodles isn't the problem.
I'm telling you, I took his channel down. He tried to take me down. And I got a message from YouTube. You know, he was trying to strike this. Well, I managed to take his whole channel down.
Botter is the real problem, man. I think
Botter's
you can
gone.
make peace. I think you make peace with Noodles, okay?
Them
Noodles
boys
is
don't
over the
scare
guy.
me. And his fucking accusations of his cousin being a Hell's Angel, president, who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck?
Hey, let's just try to make peace, okay? I know
I'm
you've
not
been
making
angry.
peace with evil. I don't make peace with evil.
Okay. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about some positive things. We've made peace with each other.
The only
Yeah.
positive thing that's going on right now is that. And like Good News Gospel was saying, he seems to know a little bit about the Bible, so I want to tell him that I study end time events. That was my major.
Eschatology.
Yeah.
So the meek shall inherit the world, but the strong carries the meek. With the information I have and you have, we all gather here today together in prayer. But I'm your different kind of pastor.
Well, as they say in English, this is some old English terminology. Different horses for different courses.
Yes.
So the
that's
Lord
it.
sent me to hell and back. For some reason, there was a time where a lot of people committed suicide around me. And I witnessed within a week or so, in 1 month in Colorado, 7 suicides. And helped a couple guys not commit suicide. He brought me a girl that I spent 10 years with that tried to commit suicide, and she lived. But she ran off, and she's gone now. But I'm not surprised, because the Lord sent me to places that you'll never see. Sometimes you got to be tough in this world, and sometimes I'm the guy. Slingshot Warrior.
Yeah, I know it's like to be tough in this world. I've been through similar situations you have. I have childhood traumas you wouldn't believe, you know? I can tell so many stories, but I'm not going to give anyone else satisfaction. I have no more tears to shed about the situation. It made me hard. It made me angry. I understand where you're coming from.
So, what's your name, Good News Gospel?
Bill.
What is it, Bill?
Bill, yeah, that's Bill.
Okay. And you're in Europe?
Yeah, in England.
Oh, right on. Wow. Got a good stream for being in England.
Yeah, we've actually got good internet over it. We ain't got much good, but we've got good internet.
Yep.
I think we're pretty good internet over it.
There's a couple nice other fellers out there that was on that last stream before you shut down. I don't know who that Pete person was. It was a chick by the name of Pete.
Yes. But like I say, I'm opposed to feminism and Jezebel. I believe that the biblical prescribed things, and this is the reason why I've been getting a lot of heat, is because I believe that men should rule over their wives in a very loving way. That men should have that matriarchies don't work, and that feminism is a failure.
Well, you know what it says in the Bible, that man should be the ruler of the house.
Exactly.
And women don't like that. And the Muslim community, they restrict their women.
We used to. There's a reason why every human culture has put restrictions on what women can do, where they can go, because you don't want them. We don't want to see what we have seen recently. I mean,
It's all part. The sad thing is, the blame isn't down. The sad thing is, the blame isn't down to women. It's down to the way the New World Order system is playing things. Like, in a good world, a good godly world, a man should earn enough money to supply and keep his family safe, and a woman at home to tend after the children, look after the house. That's how the intention God had. But this world is so corrupted, it's so evil, that a man cannot earn enough money. Yes, the wife has to go to work. The man has to work. The children have to then be paid. People look at it. It's a wicked satanic agenda to break up the nuclear of the family, the God-given family. That's what's going on. But women aren't at fault.
No, I won't say that women in general are at fault. They're being used, and the thing is, they're basically being used to destroy society, like other groups have been used to destroy. And it's very sad that they're being used. They think they're getting something out of it, but they're just getting their own destruction in the long run, and it's very sad. This is why I'm pro-patriarchy. I believe patriarchy works, and women can be easily manipulated more than men can. So I think it's more acceptable to have men rule society, because when you have a female ruled society, they're easily manipulated.
But them days are gone.
Yep.
That's sad, but it is how it is. You know, we have to deal with what we've got, and we have to try.
Well, the way I see it, it's going to fall apart. I mean, this whole, we also saw what happened in Afghanistan. This whole global homo kind of stuff doesn't work.
Well, I think where it started was, let's go back to Vietnam. I was 16 years old, and I was stationed at Fort Lewis for a week one day. I was beyond the draft. They stopped the lottery. They stopped the draft. So I got out. Drugs hit the streets. The Vietnam guys came back and showed us how to make electric wine, how to roll a joint, how to get high, how to drink. Well, a lot of guys got married and they started dealing drugs. They stayed home and they raised their kids around dope, whatever the dope was, and their women went to work.
Yeah.
Generation after generation, these children that was living with their parents, growing up with their parents, as whether their mother or their father was into dope, well, that changed all of society. Half of the mothers are on dope today.
Yeah.
I'm free of any dope right now. I have no alcohol in my system or any dope whatsoever, not even marijuana.
That is good. I've seen a lot of bad things happen due to drugs.
Well, that's how they make money, and that's how they stay home, and then their wives go to work. Well, what happens then? Domestic violence. He punches her, she punches them, yada, yada, yada. The children see that. Well, no wonder the world's messed up today.
It's not just that. They're forcing children. They force children to take drugs that are the legal kind. And I've seen that happen. It's like, don't do drugs, kids.
That came afterwards. That came afterwards. But let me tell you what the gateway drug is. It's alcohol.
That's
alcohol
true.
Was the gateway drug. Don't let anybody fool you.
Yeah.
Because we all started drinking before we even did any dope.
Yeah.
And I've done it all. I did everything.
Oh boy. That being said, there's a lot of good news out there.
There is today, because there's people like you and Good News Gospel there, and a few others that I know that are, pretty righteous people. They're all on the same page.
Exactly. And I want to make clear, none of us are perfect. They think all Christians have to be angels. We're not. We all fall short of the glory of God, but we believe.
Well, even the believers get in trouble. That's proof.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, that's the whole point of Christ. If Christ didn't make payment and fall for our sin, there's none going to be saved. There's none. Not a single one. We all need Christ. Again, people get it wrong. They think when you become a Christian, you become perfect. No, you just become imputed by Christ's righteousness. That's what happened. There's no perfection in us. There's only God is perfect.
Now, are you Catholic?
No, evangelical Christian.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
I'm in a minority in Britain because Britain is at the moment is predominantly Islamic, followed by Catholic, followed by Pentecostal, followed by evangelical.
Or
Now,
atheist.
I just did a video on the Democrats. Try to find it and
Okay.
watch the whole thing. I put 3 or 4 different. It shows exactly where the Ku Klux Klan came from. It showed exactly where evil came from. You either got a Republican or a Democrat. Who was it that got shot in the theater? Was that Abe Lincoln?
Yeah,
A Democrat shot him.
yeah.
I will say
The Democrats are in charge of communism and the New World Order.
Okay.
And all we're waiting for right now, 2 things. We're waiting for the destruction of Damascus, the total destruction, and we're waiting for the Israelites to put down the rock, the corner rock on the new temple. Those are where we're at in the Bible. Everything else, sorrows and everything that, we're way beyond that. People are lovers of themselves. We're way beyond that. We're waiting for.
I hope so. I hope so, Nicholas.
Yeah, we'll be now.
We're waiting for these 2 things to
You know,
happen.
to be honest with you, I'm not even like that. I don't even love. The thing is, people think that they see what I can do, but I'm not a lover myself because I realize I've done a lot of wrong in the past. And sometimes I can't forgive myself, so I've been more humble than most. I guess you could say that. I try to be the best can because I realized that who I was not a good person.
Well, can I interrupt? Just
Okay.
go ahead and do that and be that and let God come into your life. But we're all ready for the New World Order. It has to happen.
Yeah.
They will have the 666 on your right hand or on your forehead. It won't be a shot in your arm, I guarantee it.
Well, this is where we've had some contention, but I agree with you on that one. But there's something we had on the vaccine. I wasn't going to get it because it seems like the beginning of the mark of the beast. The beginning of it. Because it's all the
vaccine is not the mark of the beast.
I know it's not, but it's the
spoke
vaccine passports that make me worry.
spoke about that the other day on my stream, didn't I? Where the vaccine, obviously, all this lot isn't the mark. It's a prelude in as much as there's control. So if they can control everyone to have a vaccine,
Now it is now being controlled here in the United States.
yeah, and that's the prelude. But the mark will be a actual mark. It'll be so blatant and so obvious.
The vaccine
no.
has nothing to do with
No,
Yeah.
no, I hate to interrupt you, but can you adjust your microphone?
it. Louder, not so loud.
Speak now to the people.
Can I adjust it for what?
To get the echo out. It's your microphone is doing that.
I don't know what to do. Everything is. You
haven't
still
got-
hear an echo?
Yeah, if you haven't got another browser open, have you a phone in?
Just YouTube. I mean, no, I have only got my email open.
Oh, so you shouldn't get feedback from a browser then if you've got them closed.
Well, it's this computer. And how come mine says powered by StreamYard?
Well, we'll do
You
because
can
you're
say
in.
that.
Yeah, that's because we are all powered by StreamYard in here.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of things happen. We're already at the point of no return. We've seen people start waxing cold. We're seeing people, en masse rejecting Christ and the good news, the gospel, and the New World Order. I said, even in days of old, You've had nations which were tyrannical, but now we have a whole world system set up to be tyrannical, and there's no escape except Christ. That's going to be our escape. That is the escape for anyone, is Christ. Because you ain't going to find it in a nation or in an organisation. Christ is literally our only escape.
I'm going to mute you for a second, Bo.
All right, see if there's feedback now. No, so it's on Bo's end.
Yeah.
It's got issues with his computer. Shame I'm not there, because that's what I used to do for a living, like build computers.
Okay.
But unless I actually see the computer and look into it and go into the BIOS and try and, I can't really do a lot, just sitting there.
Should work now.
Let's see. Well, they're done.
It should work now.
Look at that.
Well done.
I had a setting there that I pushed, but I've tried everything to turn my camera around except for taking it out of the box and turning it around.
Doesn't matter, man. But you know, it's nice that we made peace and reconciliation. with you. I made peace and reconciliation with you, and I've always wanted you two to meet. By the way, you know.
How many people are watching this live stream besides us?
Yes, and of course, Botter is watching. I don't really care
How many
anymore.
people are watching? I can't tell.
It's 13 viewers.
So your videos went viral.
Yeah, why happened there? How come one of your videos went viral? What happened there?
I don't know. We could get into a fight and play like that and fool everybody, and I don't know. It's amazing. I don't know.
Amen. Amen, Iron Man. It's gonna happen. But you know, I'm gonna take a stand. But but remember, this life is only temporary.
Yeah, vapor.
Yeah, I don't see any comments. I don't know. It's I've done this.
I can't see them.
Oh, there they are.
If you click on inside here, you can click on you've got private chat and you've got comments inside where we are now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see who's all here. All the faggots.
I didn't see them.
Yeah. Now I want you to make, and I also want you to make peace with. I'm also
I'm
here to
64 fucking years old, asshole.
And also, we can make peace with Noodles. I want you to make peace with Noodles. I think there was a misunderstanding between you and Noodles.
I'll leave it to him.
Well.
He don't need to approach me in anger. The punk don't even know me. I know him, though. I've scoped out his whole... I took his channel out, and he knows it. Don't fuck with me ever again, boy.
Okay, that's good. But Noodle, I think that we have... that Botter was your true enemy. And
Botter was my friend.
He's not your friend.
We were on the same side.
No, we're not. No, he's not. He is a leftist.
Botter's a troll. They all are trolls.
Yeah.
I mean, he even said he was a troll.
Well, yes, but he's a positive troll. He's a Christian as well.
Who is?
Noodles is a Christian.
Well, then he should play better than that. People know not to approach Bo with anger.
That's true. And I want to see if we can make broker peace here.
Noodles.
Noodles.
Okay. I'll make peace with him. You don't need to be fucking with me.
Can we agree with that, Noodles?
Noodles. Now, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I'm afraid. I didn't realize it's 20 past 2 in the morning over here.
Is it really? It's 8:20 here in Kansas.
9:19 here.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so late. I didn't realize
it was very nice having the worlds collide. He has a Christian stream that you can go on. Very good stream of the Good News Gospel. Very good.
Yeah. In the private chat, you can always post it out there. Actually, what I could do, if you want, yeah, I've had a lot of trouble with trolls. That's why we need to speak privately one day, and I can teach you a few tricks to deal with them. All right, but
okay,
I'll post. Well, actually, what I do, I'll post it in the stream, I'll post. This is my main channel. All right, that's my main one there. All right, but I also have, because as you know, I stream on a slightly different channel. So let me post. So that's my main channel. I post in the link first.
Okay.
And the next one I do, I'll even put here. That's my where I stream from. That's where we do the live Bible studies on me streaming.
Well, Slingshot Warrior can send you my email privately.
Okay.
All right, in a private, yeah, we're in private chat here. So if you want to, do, I can copy and paste it.
But everybody knows how to find me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
So check out that one video I did.
I'm all about making peace and reconciliation, especially amongst believers. Believers should never be fighting each other. You know? Can we agree with that? You know?
Well, it's supposed to not. It's supposed to not, but it does happen. Paul and Barnabas and James and that man, they had some falling outs back in the days of Acts. It happens, but yeah, it's obviously right to reconcile.
When you walk in my shoes, I told you my story. When you walk in my shoes, then we're neutral.
Yeah.
So I haven't had the same experience you had, brother, but I've had some similar experiences.
Do you want to post your before we go? Do you want to post or post your email in the private chat, and I can copy and paste it?
I don't know how I can. Oh, the video. Yeah. I can do that. Give me a second.
In the private chat.
Right now.
Peace. I also want to say that I would never. I don't. You know, I really did kind of forget about you for a while, Bo, and that's very sad. You know what I mean? I thought you forgot about me. I thought we split. You know. But I'm glad that
that's what my ex said.
I'm glad that we're still. I'm glad we're back on friendly terms. You know.
Well, there's some real pussies out there, punks and speeding.
I know.
We won't do it, but somebody else these days.
So it's nice to get believers together.
Second here,
and possibly to even convert the unbelievers. We might get a few converts here.
Well, that's what we tried. That's why I do my live streams. You know, do you know what? Believe it or not, half the people that watch my live streams are either agnostic or atheist, and that's the ones. So it's like a twofold thing we're doing. One, we're encouraging the believers already with obviously the scriptures, but secondly, we are being used by Christ and the Word to draw people unto Him, and that's how faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. That's what we do, and I hope and pray that.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
That some would come across.
So it won't let me post. I don't see.
Yeah, inside here, where you are now, like in the StreamYard, if you've got this, click the StreamYard tab. You've got two tabs at the top right hand asset. There, got it. Right, so I've got that.
Do you see private chat?
Yeah.
There's something on the chat. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Noodles is also a Christian, and I spoke to him. Noodles, tell him about your relationship with Christ, Noodles. I know that I think there was a misunderstanding between you and Noodles, and I really want to basically make peace between you and Noodles, Bo. I realize that.
Let me say so.
Yeah.
Right. Just
now,
to let
did
you
it
know,
show up in private chat?
Yeah, and I've just subbed it. It's sent over, and I had, Iron Horse Archer. So I've just subscribed Iron Horse Archer. So I assume that's you.
All right, very good.
Yeah, so that's done.
I'm gonna pull out to you guys.
Okie dokie.
Are you off? Are you off as well, are you?
Yeah, it's a
All right.
my
All
head
right, and
hurts.
God bless.
I'm upside
And
down.
God bless everyone now because I'm going to have to go as well. So you're going to have to
It's
get
been
someone
nice
else.
talking to you guys. It's been nice. It's also been nice making peace with a fellow believer that I haven't spoken to in a while. Yeah.
Good. And also, don't forget, this Sunday on Good News Gospel 2 is where we do the live stream. So if you want to pop over on Good News Gospel 2, then you can come because we have spaces for 6. We're doing Bible teaching on. We're going through love so far. We've done 3 teachings. We've got 2 more to do. So if you want to pop in, whether it's just in the chat outside or pop in for the study, it's up to you. But that's where we'll be. Good News Gospel 2. You'll find it on my main channel anyway. I've got all my channels, on there so you can subscribe and comment or whatever. All right, so I shall bid you all farewell and Godspeed.
Thank you.
God bless. God bless.
God bless you guys. Catch you next time.
Catch you, Bo.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. Well, I've certainly turned a frown upside down with this positive stream. And this just shows that no troll can stop me or the good Lord above. One can only hope, Botter. God bless you, GNG. Thank you. That being said, for the record, I'm not going to give a wrench to only someone I know from the wrench will only be given to someone to people I knew from the old community for security reasons. I hope so, Noodles, because his activity should be punished big time, legally or otherwise. See you, Bo. And I just want to make some peace between believers. I want to make some peace between fellow believers. Noodles is a good guy. Okay, Young G, how you doing, Young G? Oh, you came a little late. We had a very amazing stream. Like I said, Botter, you'll never leave me alone. But I think I'll come up with ways of dealing with you. The Haunted. Very good. I hope to make peace. Noodles, I hope that you can make peace between you and Bo Kraus. Hope that's possible. And that is something that score you can. Of course you can, Pete. You can ask me that question. I'll give you a straight answer. What do you want to know? You know, I'm a Christian, but Botter has really rubbed me the wrong way. And I think he's done a lot of wrong. And I think he deserves to be thrown in jail, if you ask me. I mean, he deserves to go to prison, in my opinion. Well, let's put it this way. Child support has become kind of like in America, particularly like a debtor's prison. But you have to, but basically, if you can't afford to pay, they throw you in prison, and then you get thrown in prison because you won't be able to pay in the first place once you're in prison. Another reason is because that it also encourages women of low moral value to have children out of wedlock without a father in the home, and that causes so many bad things to happen. I've heard of like single mothers letting very sick men into their home that did some very sick things to their children. So no, this is the reason why I'm against child support in general, because if there was no child support, there would be no incentive for women to have children out of wedlock. And I'm not against women. I'm just for basically basically having to face the consequences of their own decisions. I don't believe in shielding women from the consequences of their bad decisions. I believe that adults should face the consequences when you make a bad decision. I think that if there was no child support, there would be less of incentive for any out of wedlock births to happen. So that's the point. I'm not against child support for the sake of the children. I'm against child support because of the children, because it hurts children in the long run. And well, I would say traditionally men will hunt for their offspring. So I don't see why that would be. And men would not need to be forced to hunt for their offspring in a traditional society, Pete. When men have authority over their families, and when there's male authority, I mean, I think a lot of times what most modern women want is basically they want men to be responsible for families and children, except they don't want men to have the responsibility with the authority that goes on with that responsibility, which means if I'm responsible for this family, for keeping this family up, I have authority over it. I have authority over what I'm responsible. That means the man has authority over you. He tells you what to do, and that's what you don't like. There would be no need for child support if men were given authority over their wives and children. I can assure you of that. And authority and responsibility responsibility without authority is slavery. So I don't think that would be a problem, Pete. Like I said, in traditional societies, men would have to provide for their families. But at the same time, women would have to subordinate themselves to their men, and that's very different. I would say this: low-value women traditionally basically partnered up with men of similar caliber. In a traditional society, the beautiful people always married first, and the less than beautiful people married up, partnered up, and had kids. So no one was truly without a partner in a traditional society, Pete. And that's my answer to that question. Well, here's the deal. Sex is usually primarily used for reproduction. The reason why we have the drive for sex as men is that we want to reproduce, we want to have children. That's the point. Modernity just takes that part out of the equation a lot of times, which is very sad, and people feel very isolated, atomized as a result. Well, I don't think that that could go together. I think that if that's the case, you're basically almost like a schizophrenic point of view. Either you can't have it both ways, Pete. You can't have both ways. Either you want to be traditionalism, which is basically real traditionalism, is basically being under male authority. You know, that means like having a guy like Dave tell you what to do. Or you want feminism. You can't have both. Or you want Jezebel, where you can do whatever you want. That's the point. I'm not saying you are, Pete, but feminism is the downfall of Western society. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Well, I managed to make peace. Yeah, making a little peace. I tell you what, right now I'm on a live stream. I will call you back. Yeah. Yep. And for the record, Pete, I don't blame women for taking advantage of a system that is parasitic. I mean, it was there. I mean, they didn't know any better, and that's okay. I mean, they didn't know any better. But at the same time, this system is going to fall. It's already beginning to fall. Okay, you're not going to be able. The good times are over. You know, the whole girl power thing is going to fall, and that's pretty much what's going to happen. No, what it would be encouraging is, for what I've learned, a lot of women, they get moist for guys that are irresponsible. And traditionally, let's say, if you go back a couple of decades, let's say to the 50s, yeah, women would get moist for Chad and Tyrone. Okay, but here's the deal: they keep it close because they knew the terrible consequences of having a child in wedlock, and let's say in the 1950s. So they would hold out for basically Phil the accountant. They would keep their legs closed for Phil the accountant, have kids with him, and marry him and have kids with him. once you had this feminism and all these other things that caused the entire balance to be taken out of whack, well, we see what happens now. The problem is that when women are young, they crave a guy like Chad or Tyrone, but they're not. These are not men that are going to be there for you as husbands. And well, we get women like what's her name? You know. So in a traditional society, women wouldn't be so quick to open up for Chad and Tyrone if it meant real world consequences. Bottom line, you can't have freedom without consequences. And women today are not free and independent. They're dependent on the government. Well, I would say to you, Pete, that if that's a hypothetical, most women today who've had previous, most men today of any worth are not going to basically want to date a single mother because no man wants to take another man's burden on. So being a single mother, even today, has a very negative stigma in the eyes of men. That's basically a no date guarantee. Unless there's a lot of simps out there, a lot of very weak men that would go for that. But any strong-minded man, no. I'll tell you what's sacred, Pizza Junkie. What should be sacred is the traditional family and patriarchy and masculine strength and masculine virtues in society, feminine virtues in the home. Traditionally, young women did not mess around with a bunch of with Chad and Tyrone. They weren't allowed to. They were kept under very close scrutiny by their families, and it was the father and the grandmother and the mother who chose the suitor for the young lady to marry, and that system worked. The system that we're under now doesn't work, and it's doomed to fail because equality is bullshit. Well, you disagree, but in a lot of ways, you agree with me. You want a hunter. You want a powerful man. But you don't want to be under the authority of that man. You don't want to be under his authority. You don't want him telling you who you can hang out with, what you can do. That's where you have contention. You like powerful men, but you don't want to be under the power of a man. That's one. Yeah. And this is the reason why you hate me, because I say opinions that aren't popular. It's unpopular, but it's biblical truth. It's biblical truth. That's biblical truth right there. But like I said, Pete, you can't be both. You can't be a traditional woman, and I kind of guess you're not, and a feminist. That is basically that's an oxymoron. A traditional woman will submit herself to male authority. Bottom line. She will submit herself to male authority, to a good husband, one that will take care of her. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, the whole 60s. Peace, love. Yeah, I've run into a couple of these hippies. The original hippies, and they are just stupid. Their ideas were stupid, and we're living in the aftermath of the summer of love. I wouldn't even call it love. Not really. Yes, it's modern times, pizza man, and we have a system that doesn't work, and we have a matriarchy and birth rates that are just plunging into the sea. And the traditional system worked. The modern system of globo homo don't work. I'm sorry. I already told you that in traditional society, a man would provide as long as he has authority over his family and his woman. That's it. A man will provide, but a woman will submit to a man's will. That's it. That's the point. I know that's you, Botter. Well, that being said, I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep. It's like 9:48 here, and well, I've answered your questions, Pete. You may not agree with the answers that I've given you, but like I said, I don't think you'll ever agree with me, so it doesn't really matter. And good for you. Well, see you later.